You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake in any thought or action, I shall gladly change. I seek the truth, which never harmed anyone. The harm is to persist in one's own self-deception and ignorance. When you rise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. The opinion of 0 men is of no value if none of them know anything about the subject. Think of all the years passed by in which you said to yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow," and how the gods have again and again granted you periods of grace of which you have not availed yourself. It is time to realize that you are a member of the universe, that you are born of nature itself, and to know that a limit has been set to your time. Use every moment wisely to perceive your inner refulgence, or 'twill be gone and never more within your reach. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Live a good life. If there are gods and they are just, then they will not care how devout you have been, but will welcome you based on the virtues you have lived by. If there are gods but unjust, then you should not want to worship them. If there are no gods but unjust, then you should not want to worship them. If there are no gods, then you will be gone, but will have lived a noble life that will live on in the memories of your loved ones. You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. Say to yourself in the early morning, "I shall meet today ungrateful, violent, treacherous, envious, and charitable men. All of these things have come upon them through ignorance of real good and ill. I can neither be harmed by any of them, for no man will involve me in wrong, nor can I be angry with my kinsman or hate him, for we have come into the world to work together." Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Adapt yourself to the life you have been given, and truly love the people with whom destiny has surrounded you. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. I'm going to be meeting with people today who talk too much, people who are selfish, egotistical, ungrateful. But I won't be surprised or disturbed, for I can't imagine a world without such people. The happiness of those who want to be popular depends on others. The happiness of those who seek pleasure fluctuates with moods outside their control, but the happiness of the wise grows out of their own free acts. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Most of what we say and do is not essential. If you can eliminate it, you'll have more time and more tranquility. Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. Our anger and annoyance are more detrimental to us than the things themselves which anger or annoy us. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. A man's true greatness lies in the consciousness of an honest purpose in life, founded on a just estimate of himself, and everything else on frequent self-examinations, and a steady obedience to the rule which he knows to be right, without troubling himself about what others may think or say, or whether they do or do not that which he thinks and says and does. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. There is but one thing of real value, to cultivate truth and justice, and to live without anger in the midst of lying and unjust men. Confine yourself to the present. Nothing befalls any man which he is not fitted to endure. A person's life is dyed with the color of his imagination. I cannot comprehend how any man can want anything but the truth. Failing to understand the workings of one's own mind is bound to lead to unhappiness. Be content to seem what you really are. Natural ability without education has more often raised a man to glory and virtue than education without natural ability. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by, and another takes its place, and this too will be swept away. Remember that there is a God who desires neither praise nor glory from men, created in his image, but rather that they, guided by the understanding given them, should in their actions become like unto him. Everything is interwoven, and the web is holy.